Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today, back with another video here. The Seattle expansion draft, as much as we all had this day anticipated and we were all excited for, a lot of it was kind of ruined, if I'm being honest with you. As most of the excitement and everything went away as I kind of just sat there and watched it on TV. And, listen, I don't want to be too harsh because I know it's ESPN's first time broadcasting this, and I know they did a lot to put this together, but that necessarily wasn't the best showing of what the NHL can bring. Obviously, the draft and stuff will be different, but it was a different thing, and obviously you had some hiccups when Cal Yarncroke's name was getting announced by Marshawn Lynch. That was a little cringy, and then you had the main announcer say the Carolina Panthers instead of the Carolina Hurricanes. But, as for the most part, for the Flyers, a very shocking pick as the Kraken ended up taking Carsen Twarynski from the Flyers. So not any of the guys that we thought, Jake, JVR, Braun, Ghost Hack, none of them. No one. Philadelphia Flyers forward Carsen Twarynski has been selected by the Seattle Kraken in the 2021 NHL expansion draft. The announcement was made during a live show that was revealed the entire roster of the NHL's 32nd team. Quote unquote, this is a quote here from Chuck Fletcher. Ron and his group in Seattle have put a lot of time and effort into preparation, and with Carsen, they have added a good young piece of their team, said President of Hockey Operations and General Manager Chuck Fletcher. Carsen is a hardworking player who has grown considerably in his 4 seasons since he was drafted in our organization, and we wish him nothing but the best for him in Seattle. So, just a little rundown if you don't know Torrinsky. He was a third-round pick in 2016, 82nd overall. He appeared in 7 games last year. He went scoreless and averaged 8 minutes and 51 seconds of ice time during that time, and he spent most of the 2020-21 season on the club's taxi squad. He made the roster. Everybody knows Torrinsky essentially for making the roster out of training camp when he made his NHL debut in Prague on October 4th, 2019, when the Flyers played in the NHL Global Series in Czech Republic against the Blackhawks. But yeah, that was pretty much when he had a really promising preseason, scored a couple goals, had some really good games. And yeah, he made the team out of camp. He played in 15 games in the 1920 season. He also spent parts of 4 seasons in Lehigh Valley. He appeared in 107 games, posted 38 points, 18 goals, 20 assists to go along with 62 penalty minutes since making his pro hockey debut in 2017-18. So again, Torrinsky, he's not the most flashy offensive player, but he's a good depth piece, good young guy, can kill penalties. He has some offensive flashes here and there, which we have seen. But yeah, he's more of that kind of gritty young forward, and I'm sure it's someone that Hackstall knows, he's used to. And again, I don't necessarily think Seattle has the worst team, but definitely there were some surprising picks. Just to kind of run through it, going in from alphabetical order and down. So from Anaheim, as I said, Anaheim Ducks, Hayden Fleury. Arizona Coyotes, Tyler Pitlick. Boston Bruins, Jeremy Lauzon. The Buffalo Sabres, William Borgen. Calgary Flames, Mark Giordano. Carolina Hurricanes, which is not the Carolina Panthers, Morgan Geekie. Chicago Blackhawks, John Quenneville. Colorado Avalanche, Jonas Donskoy. Columbus Blue Jackets is Gavin. Definitely going to butcher this. Baruther, I believe that might be how you say that. Dallas Stars, Jamie Alexiak. Detroit Red Wings, Dennis Cholowski. Edmonton Oilers, Adam Larson, who they got and then re-signed to a deal. Florida Panthers, Chris Drieger. Los Angeles Kings, Curtis McDermott. Minnesota Wild, Carson Soucy. Montreal Canadiens, Cale Fleury. Nashville Predators, Calle Yarncroke. New Jersey Devils, Nathan Bastian. New York Islanders, Jordan Eberle. The Rangers is Colin Blackwell. Senators, Joey Decord. As I said, the Flyers, Torrinsky. Pittsburgh, Brandon Tanev. San Jose Sharks, Alexander True. St. Louis Blues, Vince Dunn. Tampa Bay Lightning's Yanni Gourde. The Leafs, Jared McCann. Vancouver, Cole Lind. And then from the Capitals, Vitek Vanacek. And then the Jets is Mason Appleton. So really not the most crazy eye-popping team. Obviously, they had a lot of chances, some really good picks though. Eberle is one Yanni Gord's another. Vitek Vanacek and Chris Driedger are two very good goaltenders, so that's awesome. I did really like that. Tyler Pitlick, the former Flyer, going from Dallas to the Flyers to Arizona to now Seattle. But yeah, Carsen Twarynski gets taken. Surprising, but again, we've pretty much known this since noon, since their whole roster was pretty much leaked earlier. So it was just the whole thing of how do they do the expansion draft and all that stuff. But no trades. That was another thing. No trades happened today. Doesn't look like there's going to be any for the rest of tonight either. So crazier things have happened before, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But it looks like most of these deals are going to be coming here on Friday. But yeah, I think a lot of this roster and a bunch of those players I just mentioned, I think that definitely means there's a lot of trades and a lot of side deals. For Vegas, they had 10 trades throughout their whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more here with Seattle, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens for Friday for the expansion draft. Again, the freeze list tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the roster freeze, so a bunch of stuff could happen around 1 o'clock too. A bunch of stuff can get announced. Guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Me and Amadeo are going to be doing a pod very soon. Remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Let me know what your guys' thoughts below on the whole thing was. One thing I will say, the Kraken jerseys are very nice. Both the home and the away, and I would love to see them get like a red kind of alternate, or maybe like that kind of tealish color. That would be really cool. Maybe they could do something there. Not too sure. They definitely will have some sort of an alternate soon, would be my guess. But yeah, I'm just getting into some jersey talk. But anyways, remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.